call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense going to get the chance to start this game off. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment, too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. On the move and looking deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Penn State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. He kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking left. He makes a catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. On the ground, it's Castellanos. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Rides to back and leaves it. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and lining up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Power ahead. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On the ground, it's Castellanos. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gives it on the option. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for...
There he goes! Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, the ground game. Bulldozes his way through. That gives him 54 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Throws to the wideout. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. First and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The inside handoff. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They punt it away on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. On target over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. And the Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
He's now piled up 68 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
And they're able to get him down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off-play action on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. At the 30, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught behind the line. It's Fleming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. Caught on the outside, it's Fleming. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. To the air on first down. Fires left. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking to throw on first down. A spectacular one-hand grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snagged out of the air. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
He's going to run it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets open down the middle. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the... headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Pocket breaking down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, brings up a 4th down now.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. It'll be a draw. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Line getting set on second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And that is how we will wrap this one up. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want